Greetings, fellow adventurers. Another video here from the mother of cat dragons. Today, I want to address a concerning trend in the world of Dungeons and Dragons: the increasing influence of video game mechanics on this beloved tabletop RPG. As someone who cherishes the rich history and boundless imagination that D&D offers, I believe this shift is detrimental to the very essence of what makes this game so special. We are seeing more and more elements borrowed from video games, such as intricate character builds, complex combat systems, and a focus on numerical balance. While these mechanics might work well in a digital environment, they threaten to stifle the creativity and free-flowing narrative that are fundamental to the tabletop experience. D&D has always been about embracing the unpredictable, where the dungeon master and players collaborate to weave a tapestry of adventure. Introducing rigid video game mechanics risks turning this organic process into a calculated and predictable affair. We must remember that D&D is not about winning or losing, but about embarking on a collective journey of storytelling and imagination. It is crucial that we recognize the dangers of this trend and take steps to preserve the heart and soul of D&D. We must remember that this game thrives on the power of imagination, collaboration, and the thrill of the unknown. Let us not allow video game mechanics to diminish the magic that has captivated generations of players. To understand why incorporating video game mechanics into D&D is problematic, we must first acknowledge the fundamental differences between board games and video games. Board games, at their core, are about social interaction and shared storytelling. They rely on imagination, creativity, and the unpredictable dynamics of human interaction. Video games, on the other hand, operate within the confines of a digital space. They excel at providing immersive visuals, complex simulations, and precise gameplay mechanics. However, this comes at the cost of player agency and the organic flow of a shared narrative. In a board game like D&D, the rules serve as guidelines, a framework upon which players and the dungeon master build their story. The emphasis is on collaboration, improvisation, and the unpredictable nature of dice rolls. This creates a dynamic and ever-changing experience where every decision has weight and consequence. Video games, by their very nature, are bound by code. The outcomes are predetermined, the possibilities limited by the game's programming. While this allows for impressive feats of technical achievement, it also restricts the freedom and flexibility that make tabletop RPGs so unique. Imagine, if you will, a group of adventurers gathered around a table, their imaginations ablaze with the possibilities of their next quest. Suddenly, the flow of the game grinds to a halt as what the players want to do is disrupted by silly game mechanics trying to emulate a video game. I think 4th edition is a good example of this in action. All the character classes attempt to be equal in ability, while at the same time fulfilling the role of a World of Warcraft character. 4E tanked for this very reason, but what's that you say? 5E and the new 5.5 aren't 4E. You are right, of course, but you can see the corrupting forces at work trying to take you the same direction. You know what I'm talking about. Your character with its guts eviscerated and hanging from your belly, your body half charred by dragon's breath. You cling to life at 1 hit point. Not to worry though, you just rest for a short while and awaken with full hit points fully recharged and ready to do battle. This is video game thinking at its finest. The magic of the game is shattered. The players, instead of embodying their characters and reacting organically to the story, become bogged down in calculations and rule interpretations. The dungeon master, once a weaver of dreams, is reduced to a referee, ensuring that everyone adheres to the intricate mechanics. This is the danger of incorporating video game mechanics into D&D. It transforms the game from a collaborative storytelling experience into a tactical exercise, prioritizing numerical balance and optimization over imagination and role-playing. The beauty of classic D&D lies in its simplicity. The rules, while important, are secondary to the story being told. Players are encouraged to think creatively, solve problems collaboratively, and embrace the unpredictable nature of the dice. This creates a sense of wonder and excitement that is simply not possible in a video game, no matter how impressive its graphics or mechanics may be. The future of D&D, and indeed all tabletop RPGs, lies in remembering what makes them special. We must resist the urge to emulate video games and instead focus on the core principles that have made these games so enduring: imagination, collaboration, and shared storytelling. Game mechanics based squarely on the imagination, and not on video game dynamics. Let us return to a time when character creation was about crafting a compelling backstory, not min-maxing stats. Let us embrace the elegance of simple rules that encourage creativity and improvisation, rather than complex systems that bog down the game. Let us remember that D&D is not about winning or losing, but about embarking on a collective journey of imagination and discovery. It is about forging unforgettable memories with friends, sharing in the thrill of adventure, and creating stories that will be told and retold for years to come. So I urge you, fellow adventurers, to join me in reclaiming the magic of D&D. Let us leave behind the rigid mechanics of video games and embrace the boundless possibilities of our own imaginations. For it is in the spaces between the rules, in the unexpected twists of fate, and in the shared laughter around the table that the true spirit of D&D resides.